Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And an alley to run. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mark Walton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs. This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he He's marked down at the 21-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From midfield now, here's Taylor. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. William Hayes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to go down again. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Miles Jack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, 20. Set. Waiting. Ready, hot.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And out come the Dolphins now. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now Walton, he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, here's Tannehill. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tannehill fighting Wilson for the Miami first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Tannehill now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
30.
They run it with Balaj. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Slow.
On 2nd down, Taylor. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Open man right side is Sharp. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. It's Barkley on the counter. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Taylor. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Drive starts on the ground. It's Walton. And a belly to run. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Grant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
receiver.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Receiver. Deuce. Go. Waiting. Go.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Right. Hut. Receiver.
Here's Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Hey, 20.
On first down, it's Tannehill, rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Tiger. Good. Route 20. Route 20. Hut.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Hey, 20. Hey, 20. Here you go, Tiger. Ready, hunt!
Now it's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They go play action here on first down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll go to Barkley again. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Play. Hey, 20.
To throw is Tannehill. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
4 down. Where you at? Go.
On first down, Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Zebra.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 43 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Taylor. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's 4th. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So now here come the Dolphins. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
28.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Tannehill now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, get set.
They'll run with Walton, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Zebra. Hey, 20.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He may try and run for this. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Wilson has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Wilson snags it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shedding through the defense. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. A looming decision to make on the conversion. Down 7, but first things first. They need to score as they come up on first and goal. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Stepping up, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit. Able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. They begin with a run by Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On second down, Taylor. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Taylor, able to get away. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.